shit.
So here we are. And we're going to have to fight the urge. This is our first episode 1, as you can see up here on the board. Pilot podcast on 4/29/22, episode 1 of however many we're going to do. And we don't even know what the hell we're going to do. My name is Rick Rogers. I'm a lead guitar player, as most of you probably know that know me. And this is Chad Ballantyne.
I am a automotive mechanic, 30 years experience. I worked for many places. I work for one particular place that I won't mention right now.
And he's also a bass player, in case you didn't know that.
Yes, music lover, a little bit of music trivia up here. So we figured we'd get together and try and get it from both angles.
Yeah. I'm not going to say...
What?
This could turn bad.
Yes, that
immediately.
could. Wow, yeah. Well,
see,
this is from both angles.
So be prepared. We don't know what's going to happen here. We have no plan for this. We were just in here hanging out, working on my car about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and there was some music on, and we started talking about it, and we're like, dude, this should be a podcast. So here we are. So the plan is we don't even have a name for this thing. So what we're going to do is post this, and we're going to rely on you people to come up with a name for our podcast. It's about cars and music. We're going to kind of...
Anything that kind of goes together with that ought to be sufficient. I mean, you know, we're older gentlemen, so our brains are kind of...
Well, Red Barchetta, you know, cars and music.
Yeah,
or
there you go.
Little Deuce Coupe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, something like that, you know. Anyway, so we're going to just, listen to some songs. Now, today, we're just going to take Chad's playlist, which is extensive. It's one of the biggest... I mean, I thought my playlist was huge, but he's got a bigger playlist than me.
Genetics.
Yeah. It's a shame they don't make a pill for the playlist.
Yes, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? No downloading.
Anyway, he's got a huge playlist.
I'm just going to kind of...
And he's going to just kind of scroll through and just pick out a song, and we're going to listen to it and talk about it. And
find something that comes to mind here.
Yeah.
How weird do you want to get? You want metal? You want like B-52s? You want like Danny Elfman, Stone Sour?
Just...
Johnny Depp?
Pick something at Johnny Depp. That would be a good one for right now.
Hell yeah, exactly.
Does he have a song about poop on the bed?
Yeah, I wish.
He will, I bet.
I'll bet he will after this. Hell yeah.
So, and in the future, what we would like for you to do is just send us your ideas for songs. I mean, I don't care if it's famous bands or even local bands. If you want to send us one of your songs and let us listen to it and give our opinion of it and, you know.
Get it out there, so to speak. I mean, I don't know how many followers we're going to have, but, you know, hey, it's worth it.
You know, hey, all three of you, you know, you can send in your songs and we'll...
Definitely. All right,
what do you got there?
Let's see, I got David Lee Roth, I got Stone Sour, I got Maiden, I got Adrenaline Mob.
I'll show you how informal this is. I was going to set a timer so we keep this at about 15 minutes, and I didn't do it. Or you figure we got about 13 minutes left.
Right, no shit.
There we go.
Yeah, we may go over this time. We'll do some more Frank Sinatra.
There you go. Hey, you know. Well, on the way here, I was listening to a playlist called Acapulco, and it's all kinds of Latin island music. So you never know what you're going to get. I think he's onto something here.
What do you think? Some typo negative? Peter
That'll
Steele?
work.
All right. Let's see. Love You to Death, Summer Breeze, Christian Woman, My Girlfriend's Girlfriend.
Summer Breeze.
Yeah, you want to do that one?
They wrote a song about it.
Yeah, you didn't... Oh, it's just like Jim Croce, man, but it's...
Oh, it's that Summer Breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's check that out.
Yeah, that's cool
a good
shit,
one. Yeah,
but
that's
it's
a good
Peter Steele. Summer Breeze.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
All right, cool.
I seriously thought it was just they borrowed the title.
No.
Or, you know, it was just the same title. Crank that up a little bit. Wow.
I'm a caffeine addict, so I'm going to go between my soda and my coffee, and I smoke too much, so you'll have to deal with that. Luckily, we're not, in your house, so I can smoke whatever the hell I want.
Coffee, soda, and cigarettes, man.
Exactly. The fuel of champions.
And I noticed the big bag of beef jerky back here,
too.
That's a must.
Yep. It's the only protein I'll take.
Wow.
Right?
Awesome.
I don't know that many people know this song exists.
I didn't know. I had no clue.
For a while, when I was up in Jersey, when I used to live there, they played this a lot on a radio station called The Rat. And it was heavier music, and they would play it, but I don't think I've heard it since. And that was probably late 90s, early 2000s. They still keep it slow, but it's edgy, you know? Exactly. It's ballsy, gave it the testosterone it was lacking in the 70s. Sounds like they slowed it down, you know.
That's
from
what I was about to say.
From like a 45 to a 33, you know, when you hit that select the switch for those of you that are old enough to know what I'm talking about.
I was going to say, for all you youngins,
yeah,
we used vinyl, you know. Although vinyl's kind of...
It's making a comeback, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been a personal favorite of mine, only because I came up with it, but, you know.
And because you could slow it down.
Yes. And do backwards. Oh, man, all the squirrel moments, sorry. Doing things backwards. Right. All the subliminal messages. Right. I watched the show on that. It was hilarious. But, yeah, it's like... I like it, but you gotta be like in a mellow mood to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because Typo Negative usually is kind of melancholy anyway.
Yeah.
But some of it's kind of heavier driven, you know. It's got more torque to it, you know. But this one is just kind of like it's like at idle speed.
Yeah.
Like through the entire
it's not moving at all.
Yeah, it's just looping there. You know?
See, there's a car reference.
Right. Yeah. I'll do that from time to time. It's just how I'm wired, but.
Yeah, but it is very much like a lot of horsepower idling.
Yeah, exactly. Just that low cam. You know?
That's their whole sound, though. I mean, across the board.
And Peter's always been being a bass. Well, I'm not a bass player. Bass players get paid. I play bass.
right.
But you know, with him being a bassist, he was always up front, anyways, being the lead singer and the bass player. So you always heard him, and he had that deep low end, which we both love.
Yeah.
I mean. You gotta feel your music. You gotta hear every little detail. And sometimes volume doesn't do that. You gotta have clarity. So it's like you gotta have a decent system in order to hear all that. And then when
we talked about that.
Yeah, you hear it on something like a phone, and you're missing a lot. Especially even with today's music, which we don't really care for most of it. But you'll hear something new.
That's nice.
Yeah. And you'll hear it, and it's like, okay, I've heard it, and then all of a sudden on a system, you'll hear certain highs that you never heard, or certain lows, and then rumble the bass. You're like, wow, and it's like listening to a new song again.
Oh man, well, you know that extends to movies. I was watching the actual, I don't know what movie it was.
I'm gonna open that. It's vibrating from the subwoofer over there. I can hear it rattling.
But yeah, I was watching a movie that I'd only seen on DVD, and it was before I got my speakers at my house.
Right.
And first time I watched it with speakers, there was this whole sound that I didn't even know was there.
Oh yeah.
It was like this low boom.
Yep.
Like that. And I didn't even know it was there. I didn't know it was even in the movie.
It's crazy. The first time I had a home theater system, I had the same setup. I had an old school JBL powered subwoofer, 100-watt subwoofer, and then satellite speakers and everything, center channel and your front channel and your rear. This is before they came. This is Dolby Pro Logic, where they came out with 7.1 and all that shit.
Right.
But even that, man, I watched Days of Thunder. Holy shit, dude.
No, that's a great movie.
Freaking cars. I mean, it was amazing. The rumble of the engines, the crowd, I mean, just everything was all right there.
You know what's funny about that, though? Days of Thunder, of course, as you know, my son Ricky, that's one of our favorite movies. We know every word of that movie.
That's why I figured I'd reference that. You know exactly.
When we got our first surround sound system and we watched it, like you said, when we watched it the first time, that's what we experienced, was that rumble and everything. And then when we went to our first NASCAR race, we thought it was really going to sound like that.
Yeah.
And it sounded better in the movie than it did in real life.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with the rumble of the real race cars, but you don't feel them in your chest like that, like you do.
It's like a Top Fuel dragster, man. I've set.
Oh my God, those you do. And
man, when I was up in Jersey, we used to go to Englishtown Raceway all the time.
Yeah. And
we could sit up all the way in the back of the stands. And as soon as they'd take off, man, every hair would stand up on end, every goosebump all up the back of your neck, and you're like, holy shit.
Oh man. Well, we went to the NHRA Nationals in Ennis back. It's been 10 years ago now, and I've been to several NASCAR races and IndyCar races and stuff, and you know, I'm used to loud things, so earplugs, you know, everybody that goes with me, they're always like, they're putting in their earplugs and freaking out, and I'm like half deaf anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But when I went to the NHRA event, we got there just about the time they were starting some practice runs with the funny cars,
right?
The Nitro for John Force and all those guys. And first time they rolled, I heard it over there rumbling, and it was like nothing I've ever heard in my life, man. It was like, boom, 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 boom. I mean, you could feel it shaking the earth. But when they took off, I guess it vibrates the atmosphere so heavily that it vibrates the liquid inside your eyeballs because everything gets distorted.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
It was like, oh no, go ahead, finish.
I mean, I was immediately hands over ears and everything. It was crazy.
It'll rattle the teeth right out of your head.
It will. It's unbelievable the amount of horsepower.
Oh, hell yeah.
Almost like being at the Metallica concert here in Abilene a lot of years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. We had, it was me and Ricky. We went to see, no, he didn't go. Who was it? Casper and me went to see, we invited him, but he had shit to do. He was going out with somebody or whatever. But so we went to see Richie Kotzen at Gas Monkey Live Bar and Grill. On the outside stage, and we were leaning on the stage. We're on the corner right underneath that huge speaker, and I've got video of it on my phone, and it's so bad that every time he hits the bass drum and everything shakes. It's like, holy shit, and it was loud. We had no ear protection.
We're going to pause for 1 second.
Okay.
I got to make sure this is still going.
Oh, it's still going?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
We went to Screensaver.
Oh, okay.
Still learning this stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's the tech guru. I don't know nothing about this stuff. I work on cars. He's all this.
I play guitars, man. All this video stuff and podcasts and stuff's new to me, too. So
we'll get it eventually.
But we'll see. We'll figure it all out. Well, that's the thing. We always figure shit out.
Exactly.
You know? We always do, you know.
Yeah, we work well together. We figure it out one way or the other.
Well, he says that the only time we've ever worked together is mainly on my damn car that's a piece of junk. He figures it out, and I watch him figure it out. But I'm really good at watching him figure out how to fix my car.
See that? It's important. It's important to have friends and standards.
It is.
Remember that, boys and girls. Are you serious?
So,
really? Not now. Go away. Oops. Watch it be important. Well, yeah, it kind of is.
Well, you need to get that? We can edit.
Can you? All right.
Yeah, we can edit.
All right.
Okay, so, and he thinks we're going to edit this out, but we're really not. I'm going to leave this in the video.
Better. Hello?
Did he just flip me off? I can see that later.
What's up?